In this video, I'm going to be explaining why we're wearing Christmas hats in September. Hi guys, welcome back to the Coalface. And as you can see, today I am back at the unit, just taking a look around. Oh yeah, the purpose of the hats, a little tease there. I should technically be trying to hold the tease a little bit longer, but I can't do that. It's beyond the 25th of September, which to us means it's actually officially the start of Christmas. It's a statistical thing. We've looked at the data over many years, and there actually is particularly in the giftware, toys and games categories, there is a small little noticeable uptick on the sales from the 25th of September. It's small but noticeable. So we consider the 25th of September to be our official start of Christmas, hence the Christmas hats. As you can see, I'm wearing mine, and the boss is somewhere down there, and she is wearing her Christmas hat too. We'll probably take them off in a minute because it's quite warm still. But, you know, we're just trying to get in the spirit of things. So I'm really at the unit today. I'm just here to check up on Christmas preparation, really, just seeing how we're fixed. So I'm having a look around. I'll twizzle the camera around and I'll show you what I'm looking at and take you for a little run through everything. Okay, here we go. Quite a bit of stock on the shelves at the moment. Quite a bit of stock. Just take you for a quick run around. It's looking reasonably full actually, which is what you would expect at this time of year. Take you around the back. It's all looking pretty tidy. Now the boss is here today. She is doing some picking. She's got the trolley out. So I'll go this way. As you can see, not chock full, but reasonably full. We've got an amount of bubble wrap sitting on the top there, but we're trying to phase out the bubble wrap because it's not very green, but there are some things we still haven't found an alternative. But for most fragiles, we do get away with and prefer this packing paper, which is pretty good. It takes less space when it's like this. We can actually stack it up on a pallet and it's pretty good that way. But other packing materials, here's the packing area supplies. Many different types of boxes. Not many bags anymore. We don't use bags. We don't use many Jiffy bags. And we don't use much bubble wrap. We're trying to get completely recyclable, plastic free if we can. Still a bit of a problem. We're still using, as you note, the plastic tape. There's no real cost-effective alternative at the moment. This is the picking which has been done by the boss so far. And we've got a little bit of room around here. This is where our packing materials get stored. And we've got some more coming soon. These will be up to the ceiling in a little while, because we need to make sure we've got plenty, particularly this year as the COVID situation worsens again in the UK. We don't really know when we can get a reliable supply. Here's the cages we use for Royal Mail. They call them Yorks. And that's what we fill to give to the Royal Mail. They bring a 15-ton truck and load those up. We'll maybe be doing 15, 20 of those a day at the absolute peak. And these are sleeves which can be placed with inside to take smaller up, but we try not to use those. We put bigger boxes in, and we've got various stacking techniques to be able to fill them up without the parcels slipping out of the sides. There's more packing materials. And then we have the Hermes bags, which we ship our Hermes items in. We actually have a massive cage out by the door here, which we fill that one for Hermes as well. And the boss is here. Picking hard. Or we'll maybe do a little bit of packing today. Because things are getting a little bit busier. We're selling, you see there's quite a few toys. A unicorn there. Koalas. Flow pens. Shark anatomy models. Garden gnomes. Fuzzy felt. Funky slippers. Games. And there's housewares in there too. Tea, coffee, sugar jars. There's coat hooks. And various other kitchen jars and containers. Utensils. Those ones are quite popular. Waste bins. Or in the singular, waste bin. There's a mug in there. And here's our packing desk. With all the printers we require. Laser printer these days only for documentation for the carriers. We don't print any of the customer delivery notes, etc. on laser anymore. We use these, which are like shop receipt printers. We call them ticket printers. I don't know why, but they don't really print tickets. And then the zebra label printers. We have a special one here, which is loaded with the different type of labels for rebarcoding products. And then we've got the second packing / dispatch desk, where we've got double zebra printers and another thermal ticket printer for delivery notes. And then we've got our scales there, obviously, which we use. These are all connected up to the system. All the weights of every parcel gets sent to the server and recorded against every package we dispatch. And then essential supplies for me, because I like a bit of Pepsi Max to keep me awake. We've got a few spare glasses down there, probably need to tidy those up. But we're not looking in too bad a shape. All these middle shelves here, these are 45 centimetres deep across here, and all of them are on a fixed. There's 6 levels on each of those, and then we've got shelves here which are similar, but we've got 8 levels on those. These are for smaller items, and as you'll see, the boss is coming around here, so I know that she's on the final leg of her pick, because everything is on a specific picking path. When we produced a picking list, let's have a look at a picking list. Ask the boss for the picking list. Any page is fine. Oh, just give me a page. There we go. We have a list of all the items we need to fetch. And they've got location codes, barcodes, product IDs, descriptions, how many to pick. And on the last column there, you'll see we've got the amount that should be left in that location of the item in stock, so we can do a stock check effectively as we go around. And they're all in order, so we have a specific picking path, which starts off with the bigger items, because these shelves here, these are 45 centimetre wide shelves, but some of them here are even deeper. These are for slightly bigger items. These are 60 wide, and there's an aisle here which is a little bit darker. got less light in here, unfortunately. But this is where we start. We whiz down this side, back up here, and then we go around, all the way down these, all in the picking path. And then we've got a strange thing, this central section, we kind of go do half of this because these are quite narrow, so we don't take the picking trolley down these, we leave the picking trolley at the end, and we go down halfway into each of these. And then we come in all the way around the end, so I can see where the boss is on the path, and I know where she'll be moving next. Because then we come along and go down each of these halfway, and these smaller ones at the end, down to the end, and then a similar in and out of these more smaller, less high shelves here. These are a lot of mugs and travel cups, small game items, small box games, tins, eco cups. Everything I'm looking at seems to be upside down. There's no particular reason for that, just that we pile them in upside down. Makes very little difference. But there we have it. There's a little run through. Looks in pretty good shape. We need some more packing materials, but I think that's all on order. It will get much, much busier as Christmas progresses, but I'll say it is the official start of Christmas now, and we build up. On the toys and games, we have like a baseline from, we consider to be from January to, well, about now. We have a baseline level, and at the end of September, it will gradually and linearly increase until we are around about six times normal, which is itself, it's causes its own challenges to be able to pack that much. But I'll show you in future videos. I will show you how, in fact, we can pack up to, just between the two of us, we are able to pack around about 500 customer orders in a day, which is not too bad. Our systems are quite efficient, which means that on a normal day we don't have to spend all day packing. In fact, if we did spend all day packing, that would probably mean that the warehouse is too small for Christmas. I call it a warehouse. It's a stockroom, really. But it sounds more grand to call it a warehouse. So please forgive me for that. There we go. The pick is almost done. How many more?
3 more.
3 more. There we go. Well, I think that just about brings my short trip to the unit to a close. I've been here about an hour and I've managed to avoid doing any real work, so I'll call that a win. The boss, of course, has been hard at it all the time, as always, keeping things moving. Here she is now, doing a spot of packing. Maybe she'll wave if we're lucky. There, she's waving. But the main reason I came here today was just to look at the situation regarding Christmas, checking the stock levels, etc. I can see it on the system. I can see that we've got 12,000 units here at the moment. That's 1,500 lines. But it's not really a substitute for seeing it in the flesh, so to speak. I can see that we've got some spare space. I've done a visual check all the way around, and visually I think it's about 80% full, which is kind of okay for this time of year. We've got more stock coming in. I shall be reviewing those figures, seeing how much is on pre-order. We'll also be replenishing. Hopefully there'll be a lot going out as well, of course. We need good, strong sales. We don't know what the situation with COVID is going to be. Oh, it's difficult to tell, but we'll try and do our best to make sure we serve our customers well, whatever the situation. But for now, we'll say farewell to you. Please do like, subscribe and share. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below and we will do our best to answer them. But for now, from the coalface, we'll say cheerio. Bye bye.